Hello friends, and welcome to the Saitama Stacker channel. My name is Dean, and I'm the mayor of Saitama Stacker Town. And so I wanted to take a minute to introduce myself. This feels a little bit awkward. I knew it was coming. Some of the things that I want to do with the channel are going to require that we have video capability in order for me to do interviews, in order to do live streams. I need to be able to put myself out there. So here's our opportunity to get to know each other a little bit better. I'm actually excited about it. I have to tell you guys, you're a voracious crowd. You're eating up the content, and I'm actually a little bit overwhelmed by that. I thought I would have a couple more weeks before I reached that 1,000 subscriber level. And I've been saying from the beginning that when I reached 1,000 subscribers that I'd step out into the light and you guys would get to know me and get to learn a little bit more about me. And this will help us to be able to push the content forward. And I think it improves the content too, even on the screen capture days. To be able to put myself on the screen, it's going to give us a stronger connection. So with that said, regarding the growth, I want you all to know how grateful I am that I don't count this as a personal accomplishment. This has truly been a community effort. The support that you guys have given me has been honestly sometimes overwhelming and pretty heartwarming. I'm kind of a sensitive soul, and I sometimes will wear my feelings pretty close to the surface. And I was kind of shocked today as I was driving. I commute to work about 45 minutes, each direction. And I was just thinking about what was going on in the community and thinking what I was going to do video-wise, and thinking about this opportunity that I had to bring myself out into the light. And it honestly, I started to well up a little bit. So I'm excited where this is going, and I think we're going to do great things together. So thank you for being along. Thank you so much for your input. The comments that you post give me ideas. For sharing this on social media really helps to get the word out. So I have to tell you, I'm not truly prepared for this right now. You guys are faster than Amazon. I ordered lighting rigs. I ordered several things to help me with the video edition. And there are softwares that I'm unfamiliar with to do live streaming and to be able to put these films together and edit them and have video in the films. So I'm learning as I go. I call it learning out loud. You guys will watch me fail forward. I'm not afraid to do that. I've said it before, but I think perfection is sometimes the enemy of progress. So this is not an amazing studio. This is my wife's craft room. And she's not very excited about that, actually. My daughter also has a nail studio in the craft room. So it's we've taken over, and we're eventually going to have to give it back. So we'll make the video content more professional as we go. But I wanted to just take that first step and let's get our relationship started. Thank you for pushing me to learn. I'm growing leaps and bounds. It's been a lot of fun. So you may have noticed, or if you've tried to find me other content, I do have tiny bits of content in YouTube from years back. Someday I'll talk about why that was, but they're not associated with cryptocurrency in any way. I truly don't have any intention to be a YouTube career person. I actually have a really good job, and I'm working on some major projects right now that are important to me. They're important to my family, and I'm going to continue to pursue that. But I'm going to also try to give you the best I can, and of course, like anybody, if I can get a side hustle, it's just more opportunities for me to invest in my future and in the crypto space especially. So let's see. Let's talk a little bit about myself. So I told you earlier, my name is Dean. I live in the Rocky Mountains of the United States of America. It's an absolutely beautiful place to live. It's a wonderful place to raise a family. Speaking of my family, I'm married and I have 4 children, and they're 100% most important thing to me. I would never put anything in front of that, but they've been so kind and so patient and understanding. And I have a 14-year-old daughter who thinks it's awesome that her dad has 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I appreciate you for that. It's pretty hard to get your high school kids to think that you're cool, but She's been pretty nice to me here over the last couple of weeks. Education-wise, I have a bachelor's degree in finance and I have a master's degree in business. I work in the medical industry in administration, helping to manage a women's health clinic with about 40 employees. If you're watching this, folks, hello. And in addition to that, currently my brother and I, we work together, and a few other key administrative people. We're working on a development which will include a strip mall and a restaurant, and then a new medical office building for the women's health practice. So lots of things going on, and I don't know if this is really the best timing, but when is the best timing to do something? And I wanted to take a shot at it, and like I say, I think it's going phenomenal, and I appreciate your support. I do love learning, and I do love teaching. A lot of the technologies that I'm using to do this are very new to me, and I promise I'll keep working at it, and we'll improve the content, we'll improve what's going on behind me, and make it all look more professional and appealing. But please be patient with me as I work through that process. My plans for this community. So first of all, when I started this, I had 3 goals that I wanted to accomplish, and I don't think I'm going to accomplish them alone. I'm totally fine with the fact that there are other people out there in the YouTube space, in the Twitter sphere, in all of social media that are helping to promote Saitama. And if I get to my goal, I don't care how we get there, quite frankly. But my goals are, I want Saitama to be a top 100 token. And I want to see 1 million token holders in the Saitama project. And then lastly, I want to grow this community, the Saitama Stacker community, to a point where we have enough critical mass to have a seat at the table. And I want to basically put together a family that can share ideas, and that we can think about ways that we can improve the project, that we can promote the project, and we can help Saitama get out there and help people improve their lives. And as we continue to grow this community, we'll get more and more attention, and eventually we'll gain a seat at the table. And at the rate that we're growing right now, I think that's going to happen sooner than later. So keep supporting us as a community. Keep doing your part. It's a community token. That means that nobody's really responsible for making this work. We all are. We have an amazing development team. I haven't had a chance to meet any of them yet face to face, but I believe that's coming soon. So if you're watching this, dev team, reach out to me. My email is in the YouTube description for the videos, but I'd be happy to partner and help you to move this project forward. As far as future plans for this, I don't really have a lot of future plans. I can tell you that I plan on covering exclusively Saitama content. Like I say, I'm not trying to make YouTube my job or my career right now. If I'm going to talk about other tokens or projects, I'll start a different channel to do that. I've already been approached by 2 different entities in terms of promoting a game that's associated with cryptocurrency, and I'm just not really wanting to do that, okay? I do think there'll be opportunities to monetize this, and I'm not Mother Teresa. I'm happy to make money on the side that I can use to support my family, and again, investing in my future, but I just don't plan to add a lot of that type of mechanics into the channel. I don't plan on having a Patreon. I want the content to be free and accessible to the entire community. And so we just, I mean, you should never say never, but I don't plan on it. I don't see why I would do that, because I make a fine living doing what I do. This is supplemental at best, and really has 100% to do with the fact that my heart is in this project. The greatest compensation that I can receive from this, aside from the emotional side, because I am kind of a person who enjoys emotional rewards of interacting with people, but the best way for me to get compensated would be to be successful with my goals, because I'm holding 1 trillion tokens. And if the goals that I have are accomplished and Saitama becomes a top 100 token, and we get 1 million or more holders, my personal cryptocurrency bag is going to be worth way more than I'm ever going to be able to gain from the YouTube channel. So those are my thoughts and goals. Outside of that, I look forward to meeting you more. If you guys have questions that you want to post in the comments, I'm happy to do more of these. I'm going to be buying a streaming software that will allow us to interact a little bit more intimately. I've watched streams for a lot of people, and the thing I can say that's tough about it is it really is hard to get your questions heard, because the volume can be so high of people interacting that it might be hard to push it through. And I don't want people to feel obligated to do super chats or those kind of things just to get their voice heard. So we'll try to come up with a fair way to get your questions and to give you the best answers that I can. Folks, I guess I could back up one last thing and just talk a little bit about my career path, okay? I think it's pertinent to the discussion and might give some explanation as to why I like to do things and analyze the way that I do. So again, I have a degree in finance, and when I graduated from college, which was back in the year 2000, I had a job in investments, and I worked for 2 national investment firms, and I was licensed with the Series 7 license for securities, which allows you to pretty much sell stocks, options, basically your standard types of investments that people really focused on, especially prior to cryptocurrency. Now you have a new asset class in cryptocurrency. But I did that for 5 years and gained a lot of financial wisdom along the way. And I'm going to be bringing that into this. After I was a financial advisor, I worked in administration in a hospital. I worked for 10 years in pharmaceutical sales, which helped me a little bit with these presentation skills and being able to try to keep a flow and create a logical format and thought process to be able to convey to you as an audience. And of course, in the last 3 years, I've worked in healthcare administration. My brother is a physician, and I work with him in the women's health clinic. And we're just, doing our best to bring health to patients. So friends, I look forward to getting to know you better. I hope it's not a disappointment. I kind of mentioned it in the last video. You're going to see a little bit of age and some dad bod. Totally fine with that. I'm happy where I'm at and who I am. And I appreciate you. I appreciate your kindness. I appreciate you as an audience. And let's keep building this together.